The only way we'll get out of this, now go back for ballot box, and the way for go about and we'll conduct a census where anybody where one vote, they get for trace it back right to a grandparent their compound. Not only your parent, your papa, your own papa, your mommy, your own mommy, their compound, for be registered for participate for that a referendum. Now the best way that for get people their voices, a referendum. Now the best way for make me all money opinion count. Okay. Now instrument where it be provided for inside the Federal Union Constitution, we don't keep it together for all these years. Say if they ever abuse that constitution, we go change the federal nature of our union, make we speak like one and hold a referendum for decide our future. That is what we have to do.
Ambazonian people them, any side where you dey, I throw a salute. I want to talk for we today about this matter where it turn all side with the hearum, where they call and say, some people they call and say referendum. Some people them, they propose say, may we make our fight for Ambazonia, may it be now a fight for referendum. I don't hear that talk so correct for my ear. Now I say make I can't tell you now. Say something they happen. May not take we all by surprise. Because that book is big plenty. That English book, English word, now one way, no matter all way we go that book, we will know the difference. And for the generation, I not go expect say if you book people that she don't, they go confuse all we. Then we don't know what the way it happen. They will all we will find we say we go enter inside sea. We drown. We not go fight this fight reach for this level. We miss them again. We must win. We must take back our country. Because we feel lose fight, not because we don't know how to fight, but because we make mistake. We feel lose fight not because we don't know how to fight, but because we be ignorant. We fight, we not fight with sense. And we don't know what we do. The enemy take advantage. And some people then too, the day where they push their agenda, where sometimes they get their own paper from inside, whether they leak them. So I take my own time, I explain this thing for all may we understand. That people where they talk say, this will fight for independence, so may we change them. May we instead talk say we fight now for referendum. Make I clarify this thing for all Ambazonians. Because may I use their number one argument where they give and say, United Nations, it be give referendum for Southern Sudan become independent. They give referendum for Eritrea get independent from Ethiopia. So make we talk say United Nations will give our own referendum for Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, so that we too will get our own independence. That thing they so it like na poison for inside honey. May I explain what way me I know? And me I don't know pass all man. Man we know this matter pass we. Make he also explain her. Me I hear her. But me I know say referendum na something where governments for the world and United Nations they use them for solve internal problem them for inside country. They also use referendum for change constitution and make important constitutional provision them for inside the same country. For example, if the United Nations want change something, if Cameroon want change something for inside their constitution, they want do decentralization, they change the constitution. And if they discover, say they want to know whether people they would like federalism, they will make a referendum. Because any other thing what they want to do, any major internal change for inside country, they will use a referendum for bring about that change. And when, for example, when Sudan, South Sudan, they be give the referendum, they no be independent. They will be na part and parcel of Sudan country, the Sudan nation. But because of their agitation, they will tell say no, one girl, one country, one girl, one country. The United Nations tells Sudan, say, okay, we will organize a referendum so that through that referendum now, they can give South Sudan independence. When Eritrea, it will also get problems with Ethiopia. They say they want go. And so this United Nations can't give Eritrea a referendum. Eritrea be being a part and parcel of Ethiopia. They no be independent before they give them referendum. So the matter between Eritrea, the people of Eritrea and Ethiopia, has been an internal affair. But because the agitation, we don't go too far, United Nations say, okay, we'll give them referendum, we'll know whether by law we carve them out as a nation. So after the referendum, United Nations give them independence. But for Ambazonia, the southern Cameroon, we don't already be independent. For 1961, United Nations already give we independence. So 19 that this fight will be fight, so no na fight for being independent. We no be part and parcel of La Republique. So we know they no fit use referendum for decide whether we be part of, we will remain part of La Republique or we will go away. Because we never join in the first place. We will not need referendum for know whether we be Southern Cameroonians. We already know say we be Southern Cameroonians. Even the United Nations, be pronounced we independent and will be decided say we go join. The marriage in no waka, marriage certificate in no day. They join it, we no join. Even the thing will be one startup called Federal Republic of Cameroon, Ichakara. La Republic don't go their own side, they go choose their own name where they be enter the marry with them. Which we don't go take our own name, we'll be start with them. We don't restore our own independence. We'll be first get them. How some people they can't talk now say, may United Nations can't give a referendum, may we know whether we go be independent or not. How many times some man they get independent? Which country don't get independent 2 times? These people though they talk say may we talk say we need a referendum. That means say they don't agree now say we not be first of all be independent before. Say they don't agree with La Republique say we'll be one and indivisible with La Republique. But may United Nations can't give a referendum so that we will determine whether we will be separate and independent or not. No. Our case now one way marriage it be fail. Because marriage certificate no be. Treaty of Union no be there. The marriage you no join. The marriage fail. Jumba fail. Any man don't go on side. La Republic no take back their independence. We too will take back our independence. Now you can't tell we say we get for talk say we need referendum before we go know whether we will go be independent or not. You want give we independent 2 times? If we be there part of La Republique, if it there, or Betwa, or Marwa, if they agitate today, say they want separate a Fang people, they want separate for get their own country, they go give them referendum. Because they never ever be independent. They never ever get international boundaries. They get for after they're independent, now they will come now carve their own country, they give them for them. After that referendum. But we don't need referendum to be independent because we are already independent. United Nations, they use plebiscite for matters where they concern independent countries. But when it concerns internal matter, they use referendum. May I give the difference between referendum and plebiscite? When United Nations can ask we whether we will join Nigeria or Cameroon, because we be sovereign people, because we be separate and independent with international recognition, they not be give we referendum. They only consult our opinion, for which way they call and say plebiscite. They consult our opinion. And after we give our opinion, then they tell we say, okay, if na so, una go do before una go fit join with this country. Una get forget, una get for sign a treaty, una get forget a federal, una get for agree on how that country go be, una sign all paperwork. When the United Nations want to consult the opinion of a sovereign nation, they give them referendum, they give them a plebiscite. Because that plebiscite is not a legal, be binding. It's just a survey, an opinion survey, where you go help them for make the best decisions concerning that sovereign people or that sovereign nation. But why you go come tell we in the middle of a fight for defend our restoration, we would already restore, tell we say, may we forget about that one, may we pretend like say we not be get independence, may we come back, come agree with the Republic, say we will be one and indivisible, but may we ask for a referendum. And so that if La Republic, they do what they know how to do for 62 years. If the international community, they enter conspiracy with La Republic, including France, they do anything what they want to do. When that referendum result it come out, well, it not go happen in 1 year, 2 years time, or 3 years time. If it take 10 years before they put a referendum together, if it take 5 years, 6 years before referendum go put up, when they go during that 5-6 years, they go do everything, eliminate all this our fighter, then turn everything upside down. When they go fit turn around, they talk say no people way. They talk say they want join La Republic, now they win. If they decide so, dialogue will be again. Any man where he win referendum, dialogue end. When you accept, say you want to solve this matter by referendum, it means you don't suspend dialogue. Because for referendum, now winner takes all. Whoever win a referendum, that's the end of conversation. No dialogue. And La Republic know how to win any election. Anything will concern election and vote. Anything where they happen inside the country where they call and say their own, one and indivisible, they know what to do. Yes, they know what to do. But if United Nations give you the doubt something, or you want to know exactly how their first plebiscite be waka, and why they join in no be take place, and whose side, how this marriage don't waka, and why, what to be the position of the people of Southern Cameroon today, whether they will support we or they no will support we. If United Nations want do that kind of thing, they want know who say where the majority stand, they go consult our opinion on the matter. They no go give we referendum. Because they no go give we referendum to know whether we want to be independent or we no go be independent, because we not already get independent. What happen for that first independent? They will consult with opinion. Then they discover, say, okay, majority of these people are standing on this. And then they go feed advice or make resolution for United Nations accordingly on the matter. Yes. Now, so this matter get for be. Now, so this matter get for be solved. Anybody where they try for play ball with La Republic, say, may we surrender our restoration, our defense of our restored independence. May we pretend say we'll never be independent before. May a United Nations, may not through a United Nations referendum we will go know whether we go be independent or will not go be independent. That person already sell out to La Republic. Yes, they don't buy La Republic their position on this matter. And I suspect every other thing that follows. If you buy La Republic their position, I suspect any other thing will follow. Because I cannot pretend, say La Republic no will be a separate country from Ambazonian, Southern Cameroon. I cannot pretend, say we will not be get independence from 1961 Resolution 608. I cannot pretend. And if we get that independence, I cannot pretend that the United Nations come give we a referendum for determining whether we are independent or not. I no go agree that one. God bless you.
Hello, Depao. Thank you for your education on a referendum. But I think you try for educate on some things, and here you take them out of place and be misleading. Nobody never talks, say, may United Nations can't give we a referendum. That's not true. Nobody said that in any audio. I don't know where you take that from. Now, because I don't understand, we will get into this relationship with the state of La République du Cameroon as a state of the Republic of Southern Cameroons. Why would he call them Republic of Cameroon, not call ourselves Republic? Because we look ourselves like a lesser partner, but we become in as partners with equal status. So we not look ourselves like a lesser partner. But when we talk of a referendum, we get into this relationship, into this marriage with La Republic through a ballot box, through a vote in a ballot box. We will only get out of this in a peaceful, permanent solution through a ballot box again. That's how they do things in an organized manner. If you know what to talk about, go look for the Federal Union Constitution of 1961, Article 47. It talks, say, no group of people them must talk on our behalf if in case they abuse that constitution. That constitution will be abused for 1972 by Ijo, where we cross over the Mongo, cross over matters and come conduct a referendum for the two nations where we be wrong, it will be fraud. Even that the two ballot paper they will show we and yes. So regardless of which we choose, not the same thing. And even we need for get a referendum, we need for include the state of La République du Cameroon. So that constitution will not be abused for 1972. And for Article 47, it be stated they say, if anybody ever do anything for change the federal nature of our union, may we speak like one. May we call a referendum for decide our future, for decide our destiny. Now, why we need a referendum for peaceful, permanent solution for this problem? We will call them the Amber exit. Amber exit for a permanent or for a peaceful, permanent solution. Amber exit. The only way we'll get out of this, now go back for ballot box, and the way for go about them, we'll conduct a census where anybody where one vote, they get for trace it back right to a grandparent, their compound. Not only your parent, your papa, your own papa, your mommy, your own mommy, their compound, for be registered for participate for that a referendum. Now the best way that for get people their voices, a referendum. Now the best way for make me all money opinion count. Okay, now instrument way it be this thing provided for inside the Federal Union Constitution. We don't keep it together for all these years. Say if they ever abuse that Constitution, we go change the federal nature of our union, make we speak like one, and hold a referendum for decide our future. That is what we have to do. I know when I talk this in from Comrade Sako, a playbook, you don't know what he talk about. You don't know what you talk about. Anyway, I know I'll get into that now. Now, just some education way a comrade give. I just feel say me everybody understand what to be state succession. Say we problem will get a problem of state succession. And we for diaspora now we be the problem. No now back home. No now put it back home. Now we be the problem because we're not there together. We need for come together. Speak like one, speak like a nation. Now, why we don't go ahead and create AMHEC, Ambas Bay Heritage and Economic Centers, where all our people then for all their communities, me they create their own, we already get the head office, me they create their own branch of AMHEC, Ambas Bay Heritage and Economic Centers. Why Ambas Bay? Now the name will get on pre-German time. Ambas Bay na name will get on place will be pre Portuguese time. Ambas Bay in a place where all the rivers for our nation they meet. So now why we go use the Ambas Bay Heritage and Economic Centers for mobilize and organize we for our communities. So all the communities for diaspora, wherever they make they create their own centers, Ambas centers. We will just meet for the indoors. We talk indoors, like how we talk for inside this our house, indoors, for inside our house, we decide for inside it. That's how an organized people that they do. Put it, they get sense, put it, they want peace, put it, they want do things in an organized manner for deliver. That's how they do, not for social media. Maybe we get off social media, get into community centers where we meet for the talk about our problem, get solution. Now so the Jews they be liberate themselves. Now so the Armenians they be liberate themselves. Now so the Eritrean they be liberate themselves. Now so the people of Somali they be liberate themselves by getting their centers for all their communities where the people them settle. They get these communities for these community centers where they meet for they talk indoors, not for social media. Anyway, I just want to add some small meat for your audio, make you understand. So we know the talk, say me United Nations come organize a referendum. Now we, the people of Southern Cameroons, now called Ambazonian, we feel called a referendum for inside our territory. Now only we get the right for call a referendum, or a constituted body of the people of Southern Cameroons we call a referendum. Now why we create these centers, may we come together, speak like one, as the Constitution talks say, make we speak like one. We not feel talk like one yet. Now the simplest thing that we feel achieve for talk like one, we not feel still do that. Make we learn for do things speak like one, and for get into these community centers, speak like one, get one voice, not be many voices. And once we don't come together, we get one voice, we don't activate our sovereignty. The fight not be fight for independence. Southern Cameroon is an independent nation. Will be annexed by La Republique du Cameroon. What way would the fight for? Now the fight for our sovereignty will be assumed by the state of La Republique Cameroon. We the fight that for our sovereignty. And we need for speak like one for activate our sovereignty, give our people them a chance for get a voice where they want to be by going to an exclusive referendum where we only did for instance Southern Cameroon, where now we go call them, then the international community will help we organize them. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Now Soja Andis. Bye for now.